You cannot start protest without no direction. The direction is that no one from Southwest or you call Arewa, we need to do all the M side protests. This is our M, this is our objective, this. Nobody call us. One day we just see in the media, they don't start protest. If you are the one.
But bro, this is my brother for now. Please, can I say something? It's like you don't understand me well.
Mudasa, let Arewa speak. I don't like it. The question is not to you. Let Arewa finish answering. Then you two, you can talk. Let's have orderliness.
Okay. Why this EndSARS protest? We are not informed. When we are informed, we can do it. This is a protest. This protest is not starting from north. Even this protest that we are doing, we just make meeting for all 36 states of Nigerians. They inform us these are the things that we want to do. This is easy for the masses. You understand? During Buhari period that you are saying, why we are not protest because of Aswadi is on the power. If you forget, even Buhari period, we know that Buhari is not the person that we elect. Two, when we start protest, we don't start protest. We already organize the protest. Why our protest? They condemn our protest because of our leaders. If you remember that time when Buhari, the data where Buhari traveled for 6 months, he left the country. Everywhere hunger, everywhere there is no infrastructure in the youth, nothing in this country. We are the Arewa Youth Economic Development. We want to start protests, but we never see anybody who will carry us along. And some of our youth, they are children of the band leaders. You understand? We are not doing other you be outside the Yoruba, you be Igbo. We are one Nigeria.
Only you understand what you are talking about. Only you understand what you are talking about.
That's why I said,
please, I don't know. I'm sorry,
Hello?
Sorry, I want to say
hello, your question is that why Arewa they have not doing protest during Buhari regime? That is what you're asking me.
Hold on, I'm a Yoruba person. I just want to clarify something, most especially when it comes to EndSARS. And
please, can you guys let him come in here, please?
No. I just want to clear something.
Mr. Dali, don't be offended.
One by one.
Mr. Dali, don't be offended. Let Oloko just clear that part. Don't be offended. Please let me hear. Hello, let me hear your question very clearly.
No.
So I can answer you.
Arewa, I just want to clear something, and I think we need to also learn. This question is so germane, and it has been a problem in Nigeria ethnicity and also dialectical or anything you want to call it and religion. So come to EndSARS. I'm going to speak from there. You see this EndSARS issue, as Mr. Arewa has said, and I'm a Yoruba guy, former Yoruba Kumbedi, and there was something during that EndSARS that happened, and people were like, they didn't join. I said, I sat in the north. I never saw anything like SARS. I never saw policemen. So these people don't even understand what you people were saying. And
so they cannot protest in solidarity with the South, are they?
Wait, let me calm down. Hold on. He mentioned something. That
let him finish.
He mentioned something that He mentioned something that the solidarity is there. Let me tell you, there's nothing like but you cannot protest against something that you don't know.
Thank you very much.
They were not sensitized enough. Hold on, Mr. Chidozie. Now, see, you know that
you protested against the Arab.
Why do this statement? Why do you choose this statement that
hold on.
Hold on now.
Bros, honestly, we are all learning here. And at this point,
you are making sense. Go ahead, please.
At this point, we need to learn. And if we fail to learn, we will continue to have backbiters in our protest.
Olofo, let me put it to you that the stage in
Hold
defense for SARS. I will put it to you that the stage.
Hold on first. Now,
let me tell you, all these state protests you're talking about were by we that was there, residents of there. When I was there were a lot of things that happened, and I'm always saying it. Anytime I see policemen, if for Ibadan, I always put out for their face. Anytime I see any policeman arrest our people and leave Abuja, they know me. I will tackle them, CCU. When I was in the north, I never knew what they called for the whole 1 year I spent. There was nothing like road job. There was nothing like collecting of money. They were being introduced later on when you have dominated area where some certain people were that were not here. Let me not tell you. So I'm just trying to clarify that. You see, and that is what we need to do now. Sensitization. We need to sensitize ourselves. We don't need to say, this is Arewa, this is... If we know that there are some parts of this... If we know that there are some part of the nation that is lagging behind and we're not carrying them along, what can we do? Sensitization. Let these people understand what we are doing. The answers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because only you understand what you are talking about.
Yes, see, you know why we were
asking not 1 year. You are telling us about not 1 year. Just
I said no. Now when I say hold on, boss. See, when I said 1 year, that was the period I stayed longer. It was not as if see, the first day I entered
and another person speak. Thank you very much.
Can I say something?
Hold on, but let's move. See, wait. Let's
we will never learn. We will never learn. We have to start my brother. We will never learn.
Can I say something?
Please, can you guys? Let everybody move. See, let me clear the so that I will not start going forth and back. The truth of the matter is, hold on, Mr. Darlington. The truth of the matter is, we Nigerians, individual, we are selfish. That is it. Now, if not the claim say, why? Hold on first. Mute yourself first, Olofo. See, if we dey claim say why Northern no protest, how many of una for Nigeria?
No, Mr. Tony.
Hold on
Mr.
first.
Tony, sorry.
I want to clear something.
Sorry. For this statement,
hold on first. Hold on. Now, we Nigerians, we are so selfish. Now, people are claiming why Northern did not protest. Now, I want to ask, which day has any Nigerian protest about the killing, about the unalive, about the fight that is going on in the Middle Belt? If something did not affect individual of us, we don't care. That is what happened in North. The Northerners did not know what is called NSAS, and NSAS is going on here in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, and the rest of the place, especially where most people feel say all these Yahoo boys dey. That is when NSAS is going. You know, now
what's up? Don't let me talk, sis.
Hold on, Mr. Darlington. That is where the thing is going serious. Now, Northern did not know what is NSAS, but Lagos and the rest of the place know what is NSAS. Now, person no fit dey chance for waiting, understand. Now, the unalive that is going on in Middle Belt, how many of us in Nigeria? Wait, hold on. How many of us as Nigerians don't kick against and say there is unalive in Middle Belt, there is unalive in Plateau, in Benue? Let's protest for it. Just because of say they affect the rest part of this thing. Now, if we did even the protest against what is it called? The unalive in Middle Belt, Lagos no go protest because the bombing and everything is not happening here. So now the farmer know they ask that question that why did Northern not protest during Buhari?
We get asked that question. We get asked that question anywhere, anytime. We get asked.
Mr. Tony, can I ask you a question? Mr. Tony, let me ask you one question.
We already have one protest for wetin we go for Middle Belt.
Mr. Tony, let me ask you one question.
For media, we ask them everywhere.
How many media now? I never see them before.
One question. This is the question. Mr. Tony. We are not against them not protesting. Okay, let's say they didn't protest, it's not the problem. What Arewa youth was releasing They said that protest was anti-Buhari government. They were championing the way military was taking over, how people were unalived. They were happy. They said, take them out that they're against the sovereignty of Nigeria. That was what the northern people were releasing on Twitter.
Don't mind them.
That's the anger we are having. They said it was against Buhari government. Now they are not against Tinubu government. So we too want to protect again. You should stop that protest. Military should condemn and analyze you people if you don't want to see that in your house.
Mr. Tony, can I come in? And I will still come back. I will still see it. And this is
let's
we don't
see.
need.
Before we
I
start
just want to clear something. I want to clear something.
Argument.
No, I'm not. See, honestly, I'm not going to go for
I come here and preach about protest. You people should shut up and go inside your house.
You know, I have stated something, and I will still say it.
Let Daddy go first. I'm your friend. Daddy, please, let's allow him go first.
Yeah, Mr. Tony, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
All I have to say, and I greet everybody in the house. All I have to say, Mr. Tony have said it all. You see, this is not the time we are to start asking all these questions. Let bygone be bygone. Just like
Never.
Tony have said.
God, they talk to yourself.
Hello, sir. I am an Edo man.
If you're a doman and so make we come the run say you be a doman. Okay, that's in a long story. That's in a long story.
Why allow one person to talk? How about now?
Let them answer us. Why didn't they protest?
Okay,
why didn't they join the protest?
Chidi, I want to ask you. First of Mr. Chidi, you know let people talk now. I want to ask you one question. What tribe are you from?
My name will show you now. I be Igbo guy now.
You be Igbo guy
now. Yes.
You know, say that answer, the tax say na Igbo cause Why would you always say tribal?
We go come for that one. I go tackle Akenje for that one. Wait, we go still come for that one.
No, leave for that one. Anything.
But what do they talk about now? This one now, wait, they board.
You know something, Mr. Chidi. Wait, hold on. What do you know they understand? What do most of them know they understand to say? All this tagging of na Igbo do this one. Why outside the protest? Na APC agenda. I don't know why you as Igbo man come dey dance into this APC agenda.
So people there for North when they be APC, why they don't talk?
Hold on,
they talk. People there for North when they be all the whole North na APC.
Hold on, Chidi.
I dey ask you, Tony. All the whole Northern people na APC people, abi?
Okay, I beg.
What do you talk?
Calm down. You know say the way you see things, not the way you be. You understand? You just see them the way they see them.
Mr. Dan, please don't interrupt people when they are talking. You go talk. Let them talk so that we go learn. I'm always here at night to learn. No be to most time we argue, but not to learn again. Let's
not when people don't lie, yo. I beg. We go interrupt lie, yo.
I go drop you, Mr. Shidi.
Nobody's lying. Mr. Darlington, please finish.
I'll drop you. Let him finish. Let somebody finish before you talk. Your time will come. Mr. Darlington, please go ahead.
Mr. Chidi, I'm not telling you that I'm an Edo man for you to run away from the group. I am just telling you that I'm an Edo man. I'm not supporting this side nor this side. Don't think maybe if I say I'm an Edo man and I'm supporting the answers why they did not protest during the NSAS protest. I just want you to know where I am from. I'm not supporting anybody. This is not the time to support Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. No, sir. We are getting it wrong. Why we are getting it wrong in this country is because of the tribalism. You understand? Just like what Mr. Tony said, during that NSAS protest, if you ask her now, the problem of that NSAS was because of some of our boys who do Yahoo here. We all knows about it. If you ask an Hausa man, what is the meaning of Yahoo? They will not be able to tell you because they don't know anything about it. You understand? So there is no need of us coming here to say Hausa was not among that time because Hausa was not among, we will come out for protest. No, if this country is good today, it is for the betterment of our future. Our future is dying every day. our future is dying. We have no future in this country again. You can imagine a country where the citizen cannot protest for their rights. Is that a country, sir? Sorry, sir, Mr. Chidi. I traveled 2007. I was deported 2009. When we were in Italy, do you know what an Italian man told us? The man asked us where we were drinking. He came to us, what are we coming to do in their country when we have all that takes to be a country? That if they ask them as an Italian man to come to Nigeria, in the next 5 years, we'll be begging to come back because we have everything. But our politicians don't want us to know all these things. They don't want us to know. You see, during that NSAS protest, I am not blaming the answers that they did not join. Just like what Mr. Tony said, because all I want to say, Mr. Tony have already say it all. Because one is, our people are being killed every day by day in the north.
Alive, use on alive. Don't use that K word, please. Don't use that K word. Say on alive.
Bro, not be lie, not be K word. Our people, they
because
kill
of this
every day.
On alive, don't use K word. Use on alive or pie instead of that K word.
Okay, all right. All right.
So they know they use that word. Yeah.
Yes. So, like Mr. Tony talk, which day maybe the South or the North, the Easterners come out say, okay, Moku protest for this our people who are being by every day in the North. Nobody, because it's not affecting us. Nobody wants to talk about it. You understand? So even now that everybody is protesting against bad governments, I can see the Igbo are saying they will not be part of it. I'm not blaming them because of what happened during the vote period, when even in Lagos, there I was in Lagos. This is my second time.
As we get to the point here with the mixed team technical competition.
That's my case here. I don't know if any other person has any other thing to contribute. Please,
Mr. Tony, let me quickly give my own submission. Let me quickly give my own submission to address what Darlington is saying.
Let's Windy Kitchen go first.
Sorry, I want to go and sleep. I just want to give my submission. Good evening, everybody. Arewa, I listened to you. I like the point you raised, and I'm also happy that, you know, from what you said, that Northerners have realized a lot of things. So my point is that if now APC government for the 8 years have not been good to us, have not been good to Nigeria, Nigeria have been going down every day. So now, because Mr. Akinja is saying that why are they protesting during Tinubu's time, and Tinubu is a Yoruba man, that is tribal bigotry. It's not because he's a Yoruba man. Anybody, if it was an Igbo man that was there, people will still protest because people have had enough. It does not matter. We don't need to bring tribe into everything. If people are saying they've had enough, it does not matter the tribe of the person who is the president currently. The person can be Fulani, the person can be from South. It does not matter. It does not matter. Hausa people physically don't hate Yoruba people. So if the president is not doing well, they have the right to say, everybody in the country has the right to say, have the right to protest. Not because he's a Yoruba man, not because he's Igbo. I'll be siding him. People are dying of hunger. People are fainting on the road. And we keep supporting him because he's our tribesman. As in, that is like one of the wickedest things to do, because you cannot say because this person is from my place, then people should perish. That is one problem with Africans, and we Nigerians, we are too greedy. We are too greedy. Just like how Mr. Tony said, because Boko Haram is not affecting us, people in the South, we are living our life every day. NSAS is not affecting them. You want them to come and protest. You want them to go. The protest that you people later tagged APC mongers, they later tagged the Igbo protest. NSAS that happened both in South.
I want to go mad. Therefore, corner of the DC, they support
Mr. Tony,
APC.
leave am there.
Wow.
So you see, the later target APC since how many years now have done Nigeria no good. Nigeria have been going down the drain every single day. It's unfortunate that it's Tinubu that is there and it's a Yoruba man. And again, we should not make it about tribe. is insensitive to make it about tribe. If it was an Igbo man, I'm Igbo. If it's not an Igbo man, it should get down if you cannot do the work. As educated people that we are supposed to be looking for good leaders, no matter where the person is from. The person can be from the most remotest village in Nigeria, but at least make life better. Look at I listened to Mr. Mudas. He said about education, how education is like, people cannot even afford to go to school. Some Northerners want to go to school, but education is not affordable. They are using poverty to weaponize people. Now they are bringing that poverty to weaponize the South. People are dying to carry bag of rice. When the Nigeria become that low and we keep supporting people because of their tribe, like how is that making sense? All I want to say, all tribe of Nigeria, especially Hausas and Igbo, especially. I know that I don't know if you've have had any major crisis like war or whatever, but I know the Igbos have suffered Biafran war. I know the Hausas have been unalived, Boko Haram, Fulani, and all those stuff. Every tribe has had one problem at one particular time. So we should not say because our own is worse or their own is worse or something. Let us bring our pain, put our pain aside and come together if we want to build this nation. Because if you are saying we want to divide, we want to do this, we want to do that, we are never going to resolve it. Because here in the UK, somebody was telling me, why Africans, why people used to see black people as if they are not, they're not smart. Because tell me why Nigeria is an oil producing nation, but they're refining oil abroad. It doesn't make sense. It does not make any sense. So anybody that looks at you like that will think, okay, these people are stupid. Tell me, with all the mineral resources, there's still so much poverty. That's what they used to insult us. That is just it. So, and here we are coming here to defend tribe. It does not make any sense. It's unfortunate. Let us fight what is right. Anywhere, if the next president is going to be from Benin, anywhere, as far as the person is right for us, let us stop saying this thing, they did not do that. Nobody owes anybody anything. What we owe each other is good governance. So I just like the way Mr. Arewa spoke and Mr. Elo. So I listened very well then, and I just like, let us have a stepping stone, because if you keep arguing Yoruba this, Yoruba that, APC are bringing agenda every day. You can see it on Twitter. They're bringing agenda every day with their employees like Reno and co, bringing agenda against tribes. Since Tinubu became president, tribalism has increased. Tribal bigotry is worst since Tinubu became president, because they came with that agenda to suppress some certain people, to suppress them. That's why the Igbos did not come out, because they wanted to unalive them. That is it. So I just want to encourage everybody. We are too matured to be dragging, my tribe this, my tribe that. What have we achieved collectively? Just fighting. They're using our brain. Politicians are using our brain to pack our money. For the policies that Tinubu has made for 1 year, it is obvious where we are going. We are going down the drain. So I just want to that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Tony, for giving me this great opportunity to quickly give my own submission. My brother, I'm coming. Let me just do my own submission.
Mr. Tony, let Akinje talk. Let Akinje talk.
Okay, let me quickly give my submission. Let me quickly give my submission. Turn by turn now.
Hold on,
Turn by turn. Let me give my submission.
Now, hold on, APC member. Hold on first. APC member, hold on. Okay.
I want to say something, please.
Wait, Chidi. Thank you, Mr. Windy. Please, if you're in the comment section, if you are just joining, welcome to the space. It's another beautiful night. Please, if you're in the comment section, keep tapping, keep sharing. And if you send requests, I'll definitely bring you up. Tonight's topic is kind of fragile. I know it's going to provoke a lot of people, but it's fact. The topic there is 3 major problems of Nigeria is these 3 tribes where they see from my phone screen. So Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, because now they feel entitled. Now me supposed to, now me not supposed to, and you guys forget. Say we get 371 tribes for one country, but everything now one center and to be only now be thief. So now the topic tonight be this. So please on the comment section, please keep tapping. I love your. Despite the tribalism, I'm going to fix the tribal problem in Nigeria. If not today, it will be tomorrow. If not tomorrow, next tomorrow. Now so we'll go do. So we'll go fix them. Thank you. So Akinje, APC member, thank you for giving. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Mr. Tony, every time, any day, anywhere. Thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity to be on your live this wonderful morning. Now, here is the deal, guys. When Jonathan was president and Boko Haram started, the Northerners were protesting that they are being unalived. It became a serious thing that the South too joined. A lot of people in the South too joined in the protest. Top people joined in the protest. Celebrities joined in the protest that this thing must stop. At the end of the day, we voted Jonathan out of government. We did not say Topu is government. We waited for election. We all voted him out. That was when Say Baba was reigning. The North protested because they were being unalived during that time. Now, when Buhari got there, the same unalivement continued. For solid 8 years, no northern group came out to say, oh, our people are being unalived. Let's protest against Buhari's government. They gave him another term because they used that as an election gimmick that Yar'Adua didn't complete his term, so Jonathan should leave the place. So they come up with different things to take Jonathan out. They never protested under Buhari. Now, when NSAS happened, somebody was saying here, very myopic, naive, uninformed. Some people are just uninformed that SARS doesn't affect no Yahoo boys in the North. Let me just advise you for fact's sake. Go to EFCC page and see how many Northerners they put there as a result of cybercrime. Go to EFCC page on Instagram. Their faces are there. Even Northerners in Kano, they pick them in Kano, they pick them in Kaduna. They do Yahoo. So people should not come here and be telling us that they don't do Yahoo. Okay? Now, they refuse to protest during NSAS. Then, not even they not protesting. Okay, if they didn't protest and they kept quiet, nobody will say maybe what they are doing isn't right. But they came out, Arewa youth especially, not this particular guy, I mean their forum on Twitter, they were tweeting. You can still go to that page and see those tweets, October 2020. You go and see the tweet there, what they were saying. Oh, this thing is to topple Buhari government. This thing is anti-Nigeria. We even had that in the North. They said it is haram to protest, that it is haram. More or less like Boko Haram. It's haram to protest. You must not protest. Now, under Tinubu, they lifted haram from that religion at this time now. Oh, now protest is no longer haram. Everybody go to the street. So we understand all your practices. Don't think because Northerners do claim power belongs to them, right? That they are born to rule. And for Hausas, people are saying Hausas, like what Mr. Tony is saying, the Hausas have been ruling. No, it is majorly Fulani tribe that are ruling. If you check, Fulanis are the one ruling. The Hausas are not really ruling. Fulani dominated the Hausas. More or less like they use the Hausas as prompts to do a lot of activity they want to do. When they give them money, food, and everything, those boys go to the street. Now, this is what I will tell Arewa youth so that you take it back to your people. That protest needs to stop. We all gave Buhari 8 years. Tinubu too has 8 years. Okay? You should understand that fact. He has 8 years. You did your 8 years. We will do our own 8 years. And you have no choice in 2027 than to still vote him again because we voted for Buhari despite the hardship. And we didn't protest against Buhari. NSAS was not against Buhari, was against the SAS unit of the police, but the North took it as against Buhari. They were even championing when the gunfire was going on at Lekki Toll Gate. When people were being unalived, they were shouting that, yes, anybody that does treason, they should be arrested. They should be this. That was what Twitter was, the tweet we were getting from the North. People were furious that why are the North like this? They said, no, it's against Buhari government. When Fulani S-men started their havoc, did you in the North come out to say, oh, this issue of Fulani farmer, this thing, we need to stop it? Did you protest? No, because everything is against Buhari government. Now, your brain in the North now open that, oh, hunger want to kill you. Now, sorry for using that word, hunger want to unalive you. How will hunger unalive you? People that are hungry don't protest. It is now I know that the Southerners are the ones that are hungry because a lot of them don't have strength to come out to the street to protest because they are hungry. But the North, they have the power. They take sledgehammer. They took sledgehammer. They were breaking concrete slabs. How does concrete slab affect? That's why Kano governor has went to charter wheelbarrow for you people. So he has chartered a lot of wheelbarrow. That's the NNPC governor of Kano. That after you are done with your protest, all of you should come and pick up wheelbarrow and start carrying concrete and go and fix those slabs you were breaking. So, Arewa, take it to your people. The protest needs to stop. Then you people even went as far as raising Russian flag, which is treasonous. Then you are talking about regime change. You are saying military should take over. Did you see NSAS protest talking about military taking over Buhari government? Where you said we people are against Buhari government. So I'm not against the protest, but what North did, we've seen your activity. We are not stupid. We will return you the favor. As you are doing your own history, we'll give it back to you. So let us do it 1-1 now. It is 1-1 score. You've done your own during SARS. We've done our own now. Leave Tinubu alone. When he finish regime, and you have another northerner there, and you see that things are not going well, then start a protest. Then we will now know that you are serious, that you are not tribalistic. Because every activity of the North is tribalistic to us. And we can see what you are doing. So to Mr. Tony about Hausas, these people are not ruling. Go and check the antecedent. It is Fulani that are ruling. Fulani are in power. Fulanis are educated. Most of the people you see that are not educated in the North are Hausas. Fulanis, they go on scholarship to abroad. They always give them scholarship abroad to go and study. Majority of them. Grants. They give them grants. That's why some of them can come here and speak English. They give them grants. They study abroad. They are well educated. That's why you see them in position of power everywhere. But you see those Hausas, majority of them, they don't go to school. They don't give them education. They don't encourage them. No grant for them. Majority of those population. So when you are saying Hausa rule, no, it is Fulani that is ruling. Hausas are not ruling. Okay, thank you very much. I will stop at this joint.
Yeah, Archangel, let me quickly say something before we move to the next person. Hold on. Let me say something. See, the problem of Nigeria and Nigerians are APC. Now, APC are so selfish that individual of them, they sow the seed of selfishness in them. Now, when they were protesting NSAS, the reason why they were shooting on Tollgate, Buhari did not send shooting in Tollgate. It's same your Baba where they street now. Now he sent because of he has been preparing himself to emerge as president. He don't want anything we go scatter Nigeria. So he play his game well to the extent we be saying they there. Any shooting that happens here was not done by the Northerners. Buhari did not order those soldiers to come and unalive innocent people. Your own people, your own member, go there, same person there, go unalive people. Now, secondly,
can I respond to that?
No, hold on. That is why I was quiet.
Let me respond to it. No.
Okay, you're not the only educated person here.
I'm not saying I'm educated. Will you shut up, my friend? Who is this person?
Allow people talk.
Will you shut up? No. Let's take it on ourselves, please. Let's respect ourselves.
Keep quiet and allow people talk.
Hold on first. Now,
I will smack this guy's head, though. Who is this one?
Mr. Man, keep quiet.
Wait till they worry these two people. When I hold on first. Now, see. Now, because of your Baba, they very selfish. He don't care about anybody. He sent people to Tollgate to unalive people. Now, he now see that I want to escalate.
That's not true. That's not true. That's a lie.
Mr. Man, can you keep quiet? You don't know anything. If you're arguing this, you don't know anything.
Hold on first, choose. Now,
if you're arguing this, you don't know anything at all.
Hold on, choose. Your Baba sent person may go unalive people. Now, you now sit down and think that who can give me problem in this election? Which people that I cannot really deceive in this election? That when I say something, they will tackle me. Okay, the Igbo people, let me tag them as the NSAS protester, so that my own people will come against them. It will look at
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Why you say my own is a lie and your own is
the gospel truth, Archangel.
Because if you want to hear the truth, I will give it to you.
You don't know the truth, Archangel. You don't know the truth.
Hold on first.
You are delusional and myopic. I tell you the truth. You are so myopic.
Hold on first, hold on.
You are just here ranting. You are just here making noise.
Man, just stop 1 minute.
You are just here making noise.
You go noise. Hold on first. Now, but this man now see that who can give me problem is the Igbo people, because those people don't stand back. They anywhere where they go, that they face them. Their team, they always stand on their wall. Only one person feel challenge. If one person in Nnamdi Kanu feel they challenge me, the rest people go be problem. What? Let me create tribalism among these people. Now,
only president can order army. GCFR, only president.
You talk your own now. You talk your
Look
own.
at this man.
Nobody interrupt
Look at
you.
this man.
You
So
talk your own
myopic.
now. Nobody interrupt you. Hold on, choose.
Look at this man.
Now, what now happened is he now said, how am I going to cause division among these people? Am I correct people wey get sense? Let me say they are the one that cause they want to scatter my beautiful Lagos. Okay, that one is good. He now come and said, Igbos. He did not come in person. He used some of the APC supporters to go about Twitter tweeting, Igbos are the one that want to destroy Lagos. Let them go back to their state. Now, it is so very sad that person go insult me and no go talk back. Igbo now can't retaliate with their own talk self. It can't cause tribalism within them. Now, selfishness. I'm not saying what Northern did was right, because when you check the problem of Nigeria, go straight to the north. Now there the problem start from. The Fulani, I tell people all the time, Fulani are the major problem of Nigeria because they are the one that put us into this mess. Now, because of most Northerners no really know, they use their head. Now, things don't work away. They say, these people, where they come against us all this while, don't realize, say, these people are using our head. Even if na Tinubu, even if na Yoruba my head, even if na Hausa my head, even if na Igbo my head, as long as Buhari regime is better than this regime, that is number one. And Buhari regime, or no, let me not even say, this regime now have scattered. Buhari regime did not cause any tribalism among us. We start experiencing tribalism in 2023 during the election because of these APC people. Now, these people now wake up and said, they like these people have been telling us all this why. We have seen it. Our imam are not straightforward. Our leaders are not straightforward. They are now fighting for Nigeria because it's not only Northerners that are hungry. A lot of people have hanged themselves in Lagos State. Hanged themselves, they buy themselves for Lagos State, not Northerners. A lot of people have buy themselves in the east, in the west, in the north. Now, some group of people now stand up. APC propaganda will now be going around space and be saying, why do we, Northerners did not protest? Is that what we are supposed to be talking about now? Or we should get back our country? The real true fact now, what Nigeria want now is to grab, whether Tinubu is the one ruling, maybe it's Yoruba, or whether it's Igbo, whether it's Hausa, the main target for Nigeria now is we want our country back. That is it. Let's stop pushing this propaganda and all of that. All the problem Nigerians have experienced started from
2027 election. Wait till 2027 election.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think you're giving this guy this archangel some kind of leverage to feel that he knows anything. He doesn't know anything at all. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't even know how Nigerian politics works. He just come here, speak big English and just go. Let me tell you the truth. The reason why I have to ask Northerners the question I asked them wasn't because I was in support of any Yoruba people. I was just asking the Northerners to give me a very concrete reason why they did not join that protest when there was NSAS protest. But nobody is giving me any concrete reason. Beating front and back. I am born and brought up in Lagos for 30-something years. I've been in Lagos. If you ask me, I can tell you almost something about a Yoruba person in Lagos. I did not come to Lagos to come and do my service or come and do business and go. I am in Lagos. I still live in Lagos here. I can tell you, Yorubas will never, in as much as it's their brother that is there, if you like, preach from now till tomorrow, they will never. They see everything that is going on right now as a plot to remove Tinubu from that office. Now you tell them, are people not suffering? They tell you leave that one. Gbagbe. All those ones, that is what they will tell you. Leave that one. That is not what their whole mind is on is that presidency. That one person that is there, that is what they want. Whether 1 million is suffering, they don't want to know. Whether 10 million is suffering, they don't want to know. Now, people are here talking on how to make this country move forward, talking on how to resolve this issue. One person is there, still telling you the same thing. So I still go back to my question. If Ariwa Youth can answer me this question to the best. Yes, the question is, why didn't they protest when there was NSAS? Somebody told me that they don't know anything about NSAS. I just laugh because I visit North almost every month. I visit North. I live there almost every year I go to North. So if you come and tell me that Ariwa or Northerners don't know anything about SARS, you are lying to yourself. They know. One of the problems they have is their leaders. That is one of their problems. Their religious leaders, their political leaders, their, what do they call it? Some of their leaders that they have, that is their problem. When their leader asks them to go, they go. When their leader asks them to stay, they stay. That is the major problem they have. So my question is this, a very simple thing. I don't want to talk much. Why didn't they protest or even stage a solidarity protest for the South? That is my question. Please, I'll be very, very happy if Ariwa Youth can answer me this question. Thank you.
Okay, let me answer on behalf of Ariwa Youth, please. Okay.
Okay, choose. Answer on behalf of Ariwa Youth so that we're not going to take that.
Okay, Chijoke, I'm an Igbo boy.
Go ahead, choose.
Chijoke, I am an Igbo boy. I grew up in the north, so I know everything that you are Ariwa was trying to explain to you. Everybody know as in SARS here in the east and in the south and then in the west, and they know how brutal they are in the east, south, and west. But these same SARS are not even visible enough in the north. Why? Because in the north, there is nobody, I will use this word, there is nobody. Like you will see a young small boy driving a car. Everybody, all the police, all the army, everybody knows that this is a son of a rich man. Get this point? You get it now. But in the north, in the east, if that same small boy comes with that car in the east or in the south, the police will try to, who gave you this car? Try to harass them. But in the north, that same police will see the young guy, they will just allow him go. Like, nobody will give you issue. You get the point now. So they don't understand that thing that you are saying. Number one, they don't understand it at all. So when they see it happening in the Lagos or wherever, when they are seeing NSAS, they don't understand until they have to look up to say, and it happened all of a sudden. It wasn't something that they gave a notice that everybody should come and protest. You understand? No, it was something that happened all of a sudden. Okay, concerning what you said, they should have staged a solidarity protest, no doubt. They will only protest when they understand the problem. But in this case now, I'm talking about this case, every blame. You understand? In this case, everybody understands the problem. What is the problem? Hunger. It's happening in the north, it's happening in the south, it's happening in the east, it's happening in the west. What is the problem? Hunger. How much is a tomato? How much is tomato? The question is this, how much is tomato? How much is a bag of rice now? During the time of Buhari, How much was a bag of rice? How much was dollar during the time of Buhari? Dollar was 500 and something during the time of Buhari. And now, this time Tinubu entered, it's almost 1,600. It got to 1,900 earlier the year. So what are you saying? Everybody's feeling the heat. It's happening everywhere. You cannot tell me Boko Haram is happening in the north, so the east should come and protest because Boko Haram is happening in the north.
Then let them protest. If you think it's like that, let them protest. Why are you putting people together when it's not happening there?
I think
I don't like listening to all these kind of things.
Submission,
instead of moving forward, you just be beating about.
Our moving forward.
You're telling me they don't know. They don't know.
Mr. Chiz,
instead of saying, okay, sorry, we apologize for doing this.
Mr. Chiz, okay.
Let's move forward. You're saying me they don't know.
Mr. Chiz, a lot of Northerners have come to this space to apologize publicly.
No, Mr. Tony, see, even if they don't apologize, for me, like I've said before, they don't owe anybody apology.
They don't even know apology, but they've come.
I'm going to say something. I want to.
Hello, we don't owe anybody apology. We don't owe anybody apology.
When I say we don't owe any,
I'm using that kind of English, please.
Hold on, Baba, calm down. If they apologize to you, another person we still demand for it. But what I'm saying, and I'm going to still say it. Let me tell you, and I have seen people's thoughts over here, and I know people who are not within, people who have gone out, and people who are within. You understand my English? You see the way we think now. We think we are doing blaming game, and me, I am thinking now that we should pass that. We need to pass that. If you don't pass that, now, if, like Mr. AJ said, okay, let's wait till 2027, those people to come, and they did not protest, we will be longing it. But what is the solution now? The solution, basically, is to sensitization, which I have talked about. How do we let people know what is happening? What does the rule says? What does the law says? What can we do if these people are not performing their functional rights? What can we do? We have voted them in, and it starts from the House of Assembly. Let's see how we can put them to do the right thing. How can somebody sit down? We are in that same country. Somebody sat down and said, they are protesting, we are eating rice, and there is no procedure to remove that kind of person. That is what we should be discussing. How do we make sure that these people sit tight? Not the North are not doing this, the West are not doing this. As of now, we are learned. Let me tell you, and I will say this thing. If you go to the North, you say you go to the North, you come back. If you go to the North, you will understand that the level of intellectuality is very, very low. We have people who are very good in the North, like they are good, they are best. But when you have people who are not good at all, it overshadows whatsoever you are doing. And that is the other side in the Southwest. When you come to the Southwest, you see more learned people. But the problem now is now people are now dropping from schools. We're not even looking at that now. It's just so crazy that people cannot even afford to go to school. Again, in Southwest that we were thinking people were going to school. Now people are dropping back because the money is high. University of Ibadan, when I went to all my school fees with my diploma and everything, from 2007 to 2019, I left that school. I can tell you that I did not spend up to so certain amount. These new students are paying more than. You calculate it. That's what we should talk about. We need to just look at how solution comes in. I don't care about who is there. I don't care because it's there already. There's nothing we can do. 2020 until 2024, unless we have a better thing to do to make sure maybe it's going to go or it will sit tight. And now I want to quickly talk on one of those things that the presidency says, and which I will not, for me, I don't believe we should agree to, that they will remove something by 6 months and we will not return it. We should not, because 6 months ends January, and already in Nigeria we know that January is always 5 months. So if they now return, it will be brutal. That is, I know some of them will be listening, so that if they want to do it, they should reason it fine. It will be brutal. What they have seen now is just small. By the time they remove it and want to return it by January or February, it will be brutal because the hunger is going to be high. People will have spent their money in December. So they need to, I think the problem these people are having is that they don't have right people advising them. How can you put somebody that went to banking to put the person inside electricity? You put the other time you put a lawyer into this.
No get sense.
I'm always looking at this thing. So there are a lot of things.
If you know tag DSS, your papa. Because you are saying, you say one tag DSS. If you know tag DSS, better for you.
Let me tell you,
the reality of things
is that even when you are talking about
mechanic
hold on, leave that one, Mr. Tony.
We
have not said anything bad here. I've not even nobody.
If the guy no tag DSS, you know go better.
Leave that one, Joe. We have not said anything bad. The whole thing. Now, let me now tell you. There's another thing I want to say, and I will see it. Zaki, nobody is talking about him, but some certain people are saying this person. Sunday Igboho, before he was released, it was because of something. Now the Kanu is also there. Nobody is talking about him. They never knew that even these 3 tribes we are talking about, they have arrested key players of these people and locked them, and we cannot hear them. Whether they are alive, whether they are, we cannot. There's a lot of things we need to discuss. If we want to discuss intellectually, we need to leave the blame game. I don't care about whether the Northerners supported SARS or not. What can we do? Where is the less privilege? Less privilege does not mean financially. That's one thing I will always say. Being less privileged does not mean you don't have money. Yes, so thank you. No, it does not mean, but who are those that are less privileged to write information? How do we get these informations to them? How do we make sure that these people love education to some extent? Because to education, so to some extent, there's an extent of which you want to pursue education. We need to start producing as a nation, not bringing PhD student or master student or degree student that cannot produce anything. We need to start producing. So that's what I would say. Thank you.
Mr. Tony.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Without not wasting time, Kilaj, yes?
Okay, sorry, I want to drop, but I just want to say something like a minute if I drop.
In just 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What I want to say is like what Mr. The last speaker was just said. Now that's where we should start from, because if we keep putting tribalistic people, in our discussion, I don't think we're going to make headway, because they'll keep drawing us back. They're always blaming this person, the north, the south, the center. They'll keep drawing us back. The way Nigeria is going down the drain. APC have used money to buy people, to cause problems so that they can stay in power. APC government does not have our interest at heart. So people that want to support him, they should keep supporting him, even in poverty, in penury. That is their business. But all I know is that people that are open-minded, that want to fight for Nigeria, let us come together and get solutions and things that are interesting, like that have our interests, how we can get Nigeria back. So at this our level, we're not supposed to be tribalistic. We're not supposed to be fighting is from Yoruba.
Wendy Chicken, I think Wendy Kitchen. I think you should go to the kitchen.
I wasn't talking to you, Mr. Archangel. If you are feeling attacked, that is your own business. You're a matured man. I did not insult you, so you cannot insult me.
Irresponsible statement is
okay?
That, man? You can't say that.
You cannot insult me. Because if you try that, I'm going to give it back to you. Because I don't know how old you are. You should be more than 40 or 30. But you're acting like a kid.
Do you know that you actually attacked this? Was it Darlington when you started?
You're actually acting like a kid. I don't know if you have wife and children. If you insult me, back to your wife and your children.
No, we need to learn how to. I don't know.
So thank you, Mr. Tony. Good night, everybody.
Okay. Now. If now they carry Akinje matter serious, now go cry every day. Akinje.
No, but Tony, you need to tell him to apologize to the lady. That was so stupid of him.
Now Akinje matter now they carry serious. Now weary. If not, if see weary, the person where they down, so we wear that marks whatsoever we put for face. So now weary. If anywhere you say Akinje, just know that a madman have joined space. Now how can they take him serious? So thank you, Windy Kitchen. Thank you so much. for that. APC have buy everything. They buy Babalawo, they buy pastor, they buy imam. Very heartless and greedy set of human being. And they can't get people where they sponsor for every space. So that's how it be. So thank you so much. Without no wasting time, Tilash, go ahead. 3 minutes, please.
Okay, so firstly, I wanted to reiterate the fact that as Nigerians, we have a lot of things to work on. We have a lot of things to work on. No.
You say next month we'll do it.
No, not down. I said it remains more.
So, so what I was trying to say is that now everything is a grassroots problem. All the problems in Nigeria are from the grassroots. The reason why I'm saying this is because if we really want this country to change, I believe it's in our own hands. There's a level of proportion of blame we can accord to our leaders, and there's a level of proportion of blame we can accord to ourselves. Now, the first thing I want to put in this conversation is that how dare you, as a responsible citizen of a country, raise and host an oil-style country's flag in your country because you are protesting? I am not against a protest. Let us get this thing factual and clear. If you want to protest against a government or against something bad that is happening, fine. We understand what the protest is. You are raising a Russian flag, and you expect us not to believe that they are not agents of Russia in that place trying to instigate something against the country, and some people are still saying that there is nothing wrong with it. Try it in another country now. If you're an immigrant in the US or in the UK, go and raise the Russian flag there and see if it is not reasonable, if they will not send you back home. We take a lot of things as levity in this country, and we expect ourselves to just calm down meekly. How dare you? That is number one. Now,
thank you, my brother.
The thing is, as a country now, as citizens that we claim to love this country, the amount of biggest causes we've gotten are from people that are against the APC government. Let me not lie. Let's tell ourselves the truth. I'm not a supporter of APC. I stay in Jos. When we wanted to vote, many of us voted for Peter Obi. We all wanted Peter Obi too. But once Tinubu entered, we told ourselves that, okay, the way forward now is to look for how this country will be better. The next thing, people took to the internet and started cursing the country. Oh yes, and the country will be good now. It starts from us, obviously. So what do we expect? The next thing is that, okay, we curse the country. And then a country that are really numerous causes on that, Tinubu don't enter, our life don't spoil. Why no go spoil? So what I'm saying is that the way forward is that we need to have that positivity in ourselves. We need to work hard. We need to make sure that, okay, now let me give an example. I've raised this example on some spaces before. When dollar came down, the prices of things, businesses refused to reduce their prices. Guess what they were saying? They were saying that the stock that we are ordering is the prices of things, how we are ordering it from abroad. That's how we are selling it. Fine. The stock in which you have in your shop when you bought things low.
When the dollar come down?
There was a time dollar was 1.3, 1.2 for a long time now.
Come down. That one will come down.
So that one will come down
before it go down.
That one will become down.
That one will come down.
Tony. Tony, let me get this point straight.
Wait, hold on,
let me get this point straight. If you cut me off now, you will not understand what I'm trying to say. Let me get this point straight first.
You don't say you don't talk.
Let me get it straight.
Wait, hold on first. You said something that is not, even Archangel said something that is not true. Now that same flag, now APC people tag that flag.
In fact, everybody has been bought by APC. No, let's
yes.
even everybody has been bought by APC. Since that's
because
what
they share propaganda now. That flag was army Nigerian military
yes,
force
yes.
flag.
And what's the proof of
Tony,
that?
no, they are different.
And
Go
what's
and
the
check
proof
it.
of
Go
that?
and Google
Since
it. They are
Obasanjo
different.
is
Go and
coming up
Google it.
with
They are
different
different.
facts.
flag, not the flag of Russia. Please, people
It's
should
military flag, and they were
Go
calling
and
for
Google
military, not Russian.
military
But
flag
APC
and
turn
see
am
the flag they are carrying. Then Google Russia flag. Compare them. You will see that it's Russian flag. No argument. Go and Google them and see.
It's a
That is
lie.
not Russia.
Okay,
Hey,
why is the flag behind Tinubu? Why
please
is
help
the
me
flag
when
behind
tell me
Tinubu?
when the military
Google
flag
the
became
full
red,
flag
white,
of
blue.
that military flag, Tinubu.
Now
Google
wow.
that military
Go and
flag
check
in
yourself.
full.
Stop
You
arguing,
will see
please.
that is not Russian flag. The one they are carrying is Russian flag.
Anybody, my father serves in the military. Go and check the military flag. It's the same color.
The same color.
Not the same. I said go and check the full one. You will see that they are not the same.
Anyway,
It's the same,
so
my brother.
moving on. There was a time the naira was actually 1,150. I just checked. It was 1,150 naira. But that's what I'm trying to come down with. My point is that why were Nigerian business traders not following the price of the dollar? For example, when price goes up, when dollar goes up, immediately Nigerian business traders will increase prices of things immediately. But when it comes down, they will wait. They will take time. They will. Why? Who does that? We need to have a service in the country that makes sure that there is a price regulation for every good. But
I
no,
will answer your question
My
for
dear,
that one. No worries.
anything that
no,
made dollar
please.
to
I'm not yet
rise
done,
up
please.
to
I'm not yet done.
1,000.
Wait,
I am
let
not
me
yet
let him
done, please.
finish. We have
I
because
am not yet done, please.
go ahead. Let him finish. Go
So
ahead.
I'll soon round up now. So it still borders on the fact that we all need to work on ourselves. If we want this country to become good, it starts from you. And I know some people might try and bring some economic prevention to me. Tell me that you have to wait so that in case the dollar goes back up again. This is not true. There are some stocks in your shops that you bought at the regulated dollar price when it was low. Sell them at when the dollar was low. Sell them at the price you bought them. And don't sell it at the current price. That is unfair. That's not how they do business. In other countries, can't do. For example, now spaghetti in Canada is $0.2. It's 0.2 Canadian dollars. That's just literally 300 naira, 350. But here we are buying spaghetti at 1,000 naira. Do we know what we are doing at all? Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, T Flash. I want to ask you one question, and I'll move on. Now, dollar was high 1 week ago, and I stock up my shop plenty. I go buy plenty goods put for my shop. Dollar can't come down for 1 day. So just for that 1 day, where dollar come down, make I bring my price. The Nigerian dollar have never come down for straight 1 month before. In a 1 day,
That
2
was
days.
1,150 for 5 days consecutively.
So between that 5 days now, when I don't stock my shop with plenty money, make I go and reduce them because of say
See,
one
me, I
year
go
dollar will no
facts. I
come
no
down.
go bring up things and just say to you, I will tell you the truth of how it is. This is actually the truth. But it's fine, no problem. Nobody says you should stock your things and sell it for 1 day at that point. But it's fine, no problem. If we all want to say Nigeria is bad and make the country bad like that and not work towards it, no problem.
want to
Blame the government all you want. It's fine.
Okay, let's put ourselves. The next person is at last. At last supposed to go next. At last.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So first of all, like when people come up and use insultive words on women, you as a host, if you don't drop the person or if you don't caution them, you are also guilty of such. That's the very first thing. Number two, the issue of whether Arewa protested during the NSAS. The thing here is how many persons from Southeast has protested against things that have been happening in the North? It's not. And I left Nigeria like 15 years ago. And what I hear people saying nowadays, you guys are really, really falling our hand in the sense that there is no unity. Even for me listening to what you guys are saying, there is no connection between the youth of the North and the youth of the South and the youth of the Southwest or the South or what have you. So how do you expect when the youth of the South decide to protest, they didn't inform the people in the North. The North don't have any idea of their struggles. And then you expect them to join the protest. So I think one of the things you guys should work on for now is like getting that unity. Like back then when we were in school, we used to have like National Student Union, both at the university level and the secondary school level. Start from there first. When you guys have that unity and that connection, then you guys can make unanimous decision all over the world. Meaning, if there is something happening in South and South wants to protest, include people from the north so that they could also protest, because that unity is not there, and that is the major problem. The youth needs to form an organization. In fact, it's the very first time for me to hear an Hausa person or a Northerner speaking on TikTok about politics. That tells you how separated, how far apart the country is. Thank you. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to go into APC politics and PDP politics. The problem is the grassroots. Grassroots needs to come together first.
Okay, at last, thank you for your take. Without not wasting time, Ibrahim, if you are there, 3 minutes, please.
Okay. Good evening, moderator. Good evening, patriots. Quickly, let me put my voice for 10 seconds on the issue of the North, because it borders on me too. I keep telling my friends from the South and the West that the NSAS, in my own understanding, in one sentence, is that it was wrongly planned and it was selfishly motivated and wrongly planned. It will surprise you to know why I'm saying this. Why am I saying this? The North have no business with SARS. We don't even know what the work of SARS are on the street of the North. That protest that happened during the NSAS was when Nigeria was supposed to get its revolution right. That was meant to be a revolution, a turning point. If the North were actually involved, and if the North were involved, we'll have advised our brothers from the South and the West that we need to give it a different acronym. Instead of saying NSAS, probably will have protested against the NBAT government as at that time, because the North the SARS was never a problem in the North. They are just on the streets. We don't even know the work they do. What we understand is that from the South and the West, the people that initiated it, motivated the movement, were our brothers that were involved in one of these advanced free frauds and all these things called Yahoo Plus, whatever they call them. They were having it rough with NSAS there, which everybody know. They were being shot here and there. Once NSAS catches them, he asks you what's the name. Your father's name is not ringing a bell. They say you should bring your laptop to check, and your balance is reading 200, 300 million. And you start arguing with them that your brothers from abroad or your godfather sent it on safekeeping. They wouldn't want to hear that. All they will say is divide the money and send 50% to their account. In the event at which you refuse, most of the time they are being shot on the leg, or some of them are being killed. They are being paid. They buy them extrajudiciary, which was what instigated their masters from overseas to say, "Come, listen, we'll put finance together." Yeah, we'll put finance for you guys to get these things out of the way. And that thing was done, and that's what caused the whole thing. So the North did not come in because the North was, because some brothers from the South and the West are saying, no, because the North are in power. You see, it's part of the reason why I keep saying that we need to unbundle our constitution. We need to rewrite the Nigerian constitution. The North have a problem with the constitution. Just like every part of the country has a problem with the constitution, the North have been marginalized for a very long time. The unholy marriage between the Hausa Fulani, because if you're calling the North, they will say Hausa Fulani is an unholy marriage. It's not a marriage we want. We are two different people with two different identities. The Fulanis are nomadics, and they are cattle Fulanis and the town Fulanis. There are some that from season to season they are roaming around the whole world, from one side of Sahara to the other side of the country. The Hausas are different. So, but when you tie them together, the Western brothers and the Northern brothers will generalize it. They will generalize everybody as Hausa, and say Hausa have been ruling Nigeria from 1960, which is wrong. It will surprise you to know that from 1960 till date, no Hausa man has ruled this country. Fulanis have been the one ruling all things. All the leaders we've had are all Fulanis. So that separation must be done clearly. That distinction must be open so that people will understand this is where the problem is. So the question I want to ask now before I drop is that, one, how are we on recess? Are we on recess on this? Are we on recess on this NBAT comment, or we finally?
We are done. We are done. Go home. Go home.
if we're done, then I will tell you here, now and here that it's quite unfortunate. We've just shot ourselves on the feet, because the truth about it is that this system we're in can never work for anybody. In fact, they should remove the subsidy today. It's never going to work. The system must be unbundled. We need to change it, because we came out and we were saying the president was a problem. President is not even a problem. Most Nigerians don't even know that the problems you have is not even the president. Your governors are emperors. They are the richest citizens you have. Your governors are governed by immunity. We borrowed our constitution from America. The democracy we're practicing is an American system of governance. America, the governors don't have immunity against corruption. They only have immunity against civil issues. If a governor in America, your house is sitting on the right of way, they need to build a road. Government needs to build a road and your house is sitting on it. They will do a letter and give you time. If you don't move the house, they will bring their bulldozers and get the house off. If you go to court, you will not win. But they don't have immunity against corruption. Your governors in Nigeria have immunity against corruption. The day they enter, they become a governor. EFCC will carry pen and paper and start writing how much they've stolen today, tomorrow, till after 8 years. The monies will have disappeared around the whole world before they will start looking for them. Example is the Ibelo today. You don't know whether it's underground or he has moved to heaven. Now, this is what will keep happening over and over. And we're shouting the president is the problem. No, it's wrong. When you have governors that are covered by immunity, they will do all they do for you, because the president now is just finding that he has given governors more money. And it's true. From the subsidy removal, more money has gone to the state. What have the state done with it? You know? So if we don't get it right by getting our country back and unbundling this constitution and rewriting it, we'll never get it right. Part of our problem is we're complaining about tribalism, nepotism, where Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. It's part of what we need to write in our Nigerian constitution. We don't have a problem with state of origin. We are advocating that we should remove state of origin. Nobody should say it's from Kano State or from Lagos or whatever state. No, it's residency. Let's work with residency. Anywhere you live in this country, as long as you've stayed for 10 years, you can claim that you are part of that place. Nobody should ask you why. You can be speaking Igbo and you say you are from the north, and nobody, it remains like that because you've stayed for, our Igbo brothers in the north, some have stayed for 20, 30 years. And you ask them their state, they'll tell you that I'm from Enugu, I'm from, it's wrong. It's residency. We should keep residency in our constitution. We should remove the issue of Islam or Christianity in our passports. It's part of our problem. Religion has taken too much of the center stage. You have it in your passport, you see a passport, international passport, you see a place where they say religion, Islam, or Christianity. Is wrong. Your passport should always tell you that you're a Nigerian. Any part of the world you go, you are a Nigerian. If we don't write these things correctly, we will never get it right. It's unfortunate we've gone to sleep. If really we've ended this thing, fine. It's quite unfortunate. That's what they want, and they're going to be happy because they've gone on recess for whatever. They come back 17th of this month. They're happy that okay, fine. These guys are finally going to sleep, so we're going to come back and come to do what they want to. They are coming to do worse. But I will bet you now and here. Yeah, I will bet you now. I have a
question for him, please. I beg you. Yes, I have a question for him.
Yes, I'll attend the question. Let me drop it. Let me drop my last word. I'll bet you now and here that if we whether we're on recess, whether we've called it off, we are still going to come back to this thing. And I'm not an angel of doom. We will not go beyond 1 week, 2 weeks. If we don't get it together, it's going to be a problem. Because these 10 days, so-called 10 days that we've done, the end bad government have started. If you know the level of poverty that has impoverished Nigerians again, you'll be shocked. Because markets were closed, places were shut down. There are people that cannot survive without going out to even beg for daily income. So people have become more impoverished within these 10 days. And a hungry man is an angry man. So we should expect the worst from it. But the problem we're having is that we don't even know why we're doing what we do. But I want to know that what is inevitable about life is change. Today, all part of the country are discussing on social media. The TikTok thing is part of our savior. These social medias have come on board, TikTok, Facebook, that we just started within 1 year or 8 months, is what is really helping us. Because if you go around all the media, you see even the Northerners are coming together in clusters and talking about their government. You know, and coming back on the last note of why were they raising the flag of Russian flag, let me guide you straightly today. Northerners may not be the most educated people. They are probably undereducated compared to other regions. You know that we all understand that. It's not like they're not educated. But I stand to be corrected. The Northerners are the most enlightened group of persons in this country today. Why do I say that they are most enlightened? As little as Mishai that sells tea on the road. Once he finishes his early morning prayer at 5 o'clock, he carries a small transistor radio, tune it to BBC Hausa, listen to it, tune into Deutsche Welle, listen to what's happening around African country. Come back to Nigeria. Every day, day in, day out, you can accept this. You probably have seen this even in Lagos or any part of the country. Anywhere you see the northern guys, a Fulani man. Once this morning, he put a transistor radio. He wants to hear what's happening around the world. Now, those information is power. They were able to understand that their brothers from Niger, their neighbors, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Co., were liberated. Part of the liberation they had was Russia. Russia supported them, and they got them out the way they are. And today they are happy. What does the military government that is there? They are happy. The people are happy. Burkina Faso, the president wanted to step down. The people say they are going to protest. If he steps down, they are going to fight. They told him he must remain there for the next 5 years. He's there today. He's helping them out. That is why the northern part of the country were calling Russia for allegiance, that they should come in to their rescue. It's nothing bad. It's not a crime. Foreign flags have been raised, even in America, British, they've raised foreign flags. Palestinian flags have been raised in America. The war did not burn. In London, they raise it. It's what you do. When it's protest, that's why it's called protest. You have to touch the fabric of where it hurts them for them to know this will happen. So that's my answer on this. So we shouldn't get it twisted. They did what they did because they saw what they saw. Yeah.
Mr. Ibrahim.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please.
Yeah, God bless you for
Host, can I ask him my question? I should hold on.
Hold on first. People care about the flag they raise, but they don't care about when people raise flags and soldiers still fire them. Which one they even supposed to talk about? People were raising flag. They don't talk of the one where we said people were raising Nigerian flag and still yet our military not respect because of say some group of people send them because of their selfish interest.
Yes.
The military no respect. They still shoot our people, unalive them. They don't talk that one now. Now people we hold flag, we know unalive anybody. Now they can't focus. Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. In 1 minute,
the blood of all those people that died, it's going to be in our hands because before we started the protest, we agreed and told government that we're going to have a first 10 days warning protest. And part of the condition given to government is that 10 days must be free of gunshots. They mustn't take any life in Nigeria, and they've taken over 30 lives today. And we are saying that we are going on final break, or rather we've closed it. It's wrong. Those blows are going to be on our hands because we brought them out and they killed them. These are innocent people. What I expected us to do was to continue this because they violated. Thank you. They buy them. They violated our oath of office, our agreement with them. The agreement is that nobody should be fired within that 10 days, and they've done more than what we can chew. And even before the 10 days, we're tired already. We're backing out. I'm sorry for us, man. It's unfortunate. So please go ahead. Ask the question you want to ask.
Okay, thank you very much, host, for giving me this opportunity to ask this question. First of wait now, digital.
Thank you. Ask your question.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Host.
1 minute.
Mr. Ibrahim, first of all, I want to apologize for saying some words that are contrary to your opinion. I misunderstood you at first, but here is the question. I love your perspective that it's not the president, it's the governor. Now, the people in Kano that have been protesting, that went as far as NCC laboratory, they looted the place, and they even took concrete slab, they break it. I don't know what concrete slab did to them. Those gutter slabs, they break them. Now their governor has brought wheelbarrow with the money Tinubu gave them because he released over 500 billion naira to all state governors. So I think that's what the governor used to purchase wheelbarrow for them. Now, the question I want to ask you is that why is it that the protests, they were after APC building, they never went for their governor? Why didn't they go to the governor that is buying wheelbarrow for them instead of looking for solution to their problem? Why didn't they go and protest in the governor's house? Don't answer me. Hello, it's for Ibrahim. Why didn't they go to their governor? Because all the protests I'm seeing in the north, none of them went to the governor. They are always going after APC building. Why is that?
Because APC be the problem.
Yeah, I had your question. I stand to be corrected. They didn't go after APC. They were not just going after APC building. They were going after their lawmakers. Generally, they were going after. In fact, it's part of the reason why they have to now the government or whoever is.
Did they go after governors? Why didn't they go after governors?
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the protest itself was not properly planned, or probably the Nigerians don't even know the right way to go about it, because there's no state in Nigeria I
I
heard
think
them
they listen
going
to
after their
radio a
government.
lot. Transistor, Abi, you said they listen to radio a lot. They are very
Of course
enlightened.
now,
So
of
why did
course
they
now.
go? Why didn't they go to their governor?
No, they are
More
attacking.
money
They
is
are
coming to
attacking.
their
Listen, listen,
governor.
listen. They are attacking the fabric of the polity. They are attacking the complete the institution. The institution is where the president is. That's what they're saying. The government is where it is. If you want to unbundle your constitution, it's not the governor that will do that. The president will have to step aside. There have to be an interim government somewhere. Somebody must come in. See, for this country to get fixed, somebody must come neutral as an interim government for 3-4 years to use martial law and fix all our constitutions, fix all our institutions, the judiciary, the INEC, and every other thing, fix our electoral system, and set a two-party state for us to come back and queue up and vote. That is the only way we can get it right. Any cosmetic arrangement will not work. Go and write it down, put it on us, take it to the bank. Any cosmetic arrangement in Nigerian constitution will not work. It has to be unbundled. Tinubu is not the bad person, or he's not the worst person. But the truth about it is that there's no sense you bring on that seat, whoever how clean he is, whether it's Obi, whether it's Atiku, that will perform. Because the institution is not working. The institutions we have, it's not working. The constitution you have is faulty. You know, how will governors keep coming every month to come and collect handouts
Mr.
from
Brian,
the
just
center?
round up so that the next person will go. So
Your
start
governors
rounding
come.
up so that
Okay. Your governors come to the center every month to collect handouts. We borrowed American system of governance. In America, the governors bring envelope back to the center, to Washington every month. They don't come to collect. Today you are craving for state police. How can state police be accepted or be approved under the system where governors are having immunity? The governors are going to use them as political talks, and kill all their enemies within the states. It's not going to work. It's part of the fear. If you must do this thing, you must strip the governors from their powers. The only person that needs to have immunity in the country is the president. Outside the president, nobody else have any immunity. Today, your governors have immunity. So Nigeria is a country of 36 countries in one country. Nigeria is a 36 country in one country. When a country have 36 countries in one country, it will not function, it will not work. So let's leave tribalism and leave everything aside. Let's fight for what belongs to us, the right. If you don't do it now, our children are going to swear for us in our graves, because we are cause of the problem. These
I
guys
think you should wait for the next northern president before you do this fight, not under this regime.
There is no northerner that have ruled Nigeria. I just started when I started this conversation. I said no northerner have ruled Nigeria from 1960 to till date. No northerner have ruled. It's Fulani that have ruled us.
Ibrahim, thank you. Did well. Thank
Wait
you.
for another.
Mr. Brian,
Fulani regime. Wait for another Fulani regime before you fight for your children. Wait for another Fulani regime before you fight for your children.
Don't be biased. Don't be biased. Don't be
Mr. Brian. Mr. Brian.
Mr. Brian. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, this Mr. Ibrahim, you need to.
Yes, my brother, I can hear you. I can hear you.
No ask any question. Don't answer any question again. You've said everything that is right. You are so sound. Everything where you talk, you are not being biased. You are a straightforward man. You're a good man. Not like some APC supporter. Just leave him. Don't answer any APC supporter question.
I'm not even a party.
You are not biased.
I belong to Action Alliance. For your information, I belong to Action Alliance.
Don't worry.
Let the visitors go. Don't mind APC member. You know they always want to ask.
Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
I greet everybody. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. What I want to say is what I want to contribute is I heard someone was saying that we're supposed to blame the governors on this or that. As at this moment, the presidency will assume all the whole political blames that's happening in Nigeria. I'll give you my reasons. You know, there's the legal maxim that they said, he who seeks equity must come with clean hands. In as much as the governors are not doing well in their own parts, but the presidency is the head of the house, is the father of the house. If the presidency is clean, the governors will be scared to start misbehaving. You get my point? If the presidency is clean, if the presidency was not buying private jets, if the presidency was not buying yachts, If the presidency was not padding budgets, making frivolous expenses without any kind of without any good result, because so far this year has been wasting of public funds. Of all their assumptions and all they have been claiming, they have not showed any results. If you look at the money they have been pushing, and look at the money they are pushing to National Assembly. National Assembly is also taking their own part because the presidency is taking. Because if you have been in the corridor of power, if you have been in government, when a president presents a bill, you look at the bill. We all know how the bill looks like. We know the ones that are prestigious. We know the ones that are okay. If what we have there is more than necessary, and we have checked thoroughly, it does not really impact on the citizens, they will call the presidency. They will discuss with the presidency. Oga, do you want us to do this? Oga will say yes. They will tell him, boss, these things, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. It doesn't reflect in the Nigerian politics, it doesn't in the Nigerian polity or in the environment or in the system or on the citizens. The boss will say yes, you can add your own. That's what they are doing there. So if the presidency is clean, if you give the governor state allocation, he will utilize it very well. But when you are messing up at the federal level, what moral right do you have to go after the state governors? Giving state governors allocation, is it enough? You give them allocation, yes. But then that allocation you gave to them, there are conditions and attachment on those allocations. Is anybody evaluating anybody? National Assembly that's supposed to be an oversight function, are they doing it to the executive? Executive have crippled all the host circles. The National Assembly is now begging for food. If you do not support the government, you will not eat, you will not get contracts. Your constituency will lack. You become an enemy of the government. That is what is happening there. So first and foremost, you need a president that is very clean, without any atom of bad record. The presidency came on board and said that I removed fuel subsidy, but yet he went and imported fuel from his own refinery in Malta and collected subsidy.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You don't argue what you don't know. You can argue, but that is the fact. You can argue is a fact. There is a refinery in Malta. Who owns it? The presidency, the overall director, his son is second in command. There's about 3 Hausa names there or Fulani name. They are non-officials. If you want, I can give you the script and then you see it for yourself. I'm not telling you to because it's social. I'm just telling you a real fact. That is the problem. That's what they are trying to stop Dangote. Because if Dangote starts doing his own thing there now, invariably there's going to be a commotion. Because by virtue of Dangote operating his refinery, possibly there can't be anything like subsidy. Are you not aware? So a lot of things that are going in there that we don't. That is what brought all this problem. The dollar was used to settle this subsidy, and Nigeria now have shortage of dollars. Somebody was saying that dollar was coming. How can your country? So if you said Canada, you are buying Indomie, how much? 0.2 Canadian dollar, which is about 300 naira here, and they're selling 1,000. 1,000 naira to Canadian dollar, how much is it? Is it up to even that thing you are mentioning there? How can your currency, another currency, like 1 naira, be running to 1,000, and you're in a rich country like Nigeria? You said it's coming down. What kind of coming down is that? Is that how money comes down in your place? For the fact that dollar have increased, it gives room for inflections on the prices of products. And once it happens, it cannot come down. So the only thing you can do is to avoid dollar increase in your country. By virtue of production, are you producing anything? Zero. The only thing that would have at least boosted the economy would have been this Dangote refinery that would have helped to boost the naira. But they are fighting him in as much as we know he's a monopolist in the business. But at the moment, Nigeria need that refinery to stop some of this money they're embezzling with one excuses or the other. That is just how it is. The governor's time will come, but at this moment, it is the presidency. Yeah, they were doing how much billions and millions they are taking out of the country. What are they buying yachts for? What is the private jet for? Have you bothered to ask yourself those questions? You said they are giving allocation. So there are things we need to we see a spade, we call it a spade. Then talking about attacking APC, well, as at the moment APC is in power, and it's on them that these things get worse because we know when PDP was ruling, things was not like this. It's an obvious fact. In as much as they have their own bad eggs and all of their bad time, but life was manageable. Life was far, far better. It's a honest fact. PDP we know they have problems, but at every stage we have issues. But then compare them and compare this APC of, let's say, 9 years now. It is worst, like times 100. It's like times 100. So something always leads to something. It's not about politics. If we start discussing politics, it will take us along. It's not about, but this one you said is just mainly about the way forward or how to make the country work. If it is going to work, you understand? You know, yeah, the new generation youth are trying to see how things can work. If Nigerians can be together, it's a good ideology. But there are so many doubts if it can actually work. There are so many doubts if it can actually work. But if it's going to work, we will start from the presidency. We'll start from the INEC. We'll start from the judiciary. All of these people, they lack what we call financial autonomy. That is why the executive will use them to bring in their presidents. The executive will manipulate the National Assembly because they don't have the financial autonomy. The executive will how do I call it? Will manipulate the judiciary because now, if the president does not approve, you cannot get a chief judge, which is supposed to be. You're supposed to stay on their own as a different body, without any form of interference. Look at the man that rigged the election. He's still in power up to now. He has not resigned. Has not been nothing happened to him. All the money that was given to him to use and give every election, and he misused it. EFCs have not gone after him. DSS have not gone after him. Why? These things are wrong. Now they say they are giving local government autonomy. How many states in Nigeria, and what am I even saying? Do we have local government chairman in Nigeria as it stands now? How many states has done election on a local government positions? No, the question is nobody. There's nobody there. And even if you're giving them autonomy, which signifies a financial autonomy, that means INEC has to be the one to conduct the election. Those things has not been corrected. Yeah. Those things have not been corrected.
I have a question for him, please. I have a question for him.
Host, please, can I go next, please?
I think the leave question a digital start rounding up so that
no, it's very important. Mr. Tony, I beg you in the name of God.
Ask your question.
In 1 minute.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for a wonderful submission. Now, in the area where you said Tinubu owns the refinery in Malta, now
yes.
The question I want to ask you is this. Dangote said, are you aware that Dangote said NNPC guys are the ones that are responsible for the refinery? And if Tinubu is the owner of the refinery, why will he make Dangote an economic committee to boost oil production and even order FEC to grant Dangote access to crude? That NNPC must give Dangote crude for his refinery if truly Tinubu is the owner of the Malta refinery.
All right, I will answer you briefly. Now, if you recall vividly, you know that Dangote wanted to spew fire. Dangote have already started spilling fire. Before all this you're giving this one, bringing to economic, blah, 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 blah. Are you aware that Dangote wanted to spew fire? It was a means of compensation, my brother, for him to shut up. That's what they did to him. I don't know. Yeah, you should have been following the trend now, but I think you don't need to ask. He already scattering table everywhere.
You come up with conspiracy theory, and you just tag the president to it. Tinubu has no business in oil.
My friend, listen. If I were you, I would just take this information and go and make my verification instead of trying to defend what you are not defending.
Because you speak conspiracy theory.
Host, can
My
I go
dear,
next?
just make your inquiry. We'll see some other
Okay,
time on another
let
platform to
it
talk
go.
about
Let it
it.
go. Digital, let it go.
Yeah, I will have
Chief,
him now. I
3
will have
minutes.
him.
Okay, thank you very much, host.
I think I'll still want to go next.
Okay, Fred, please let it go. Let it go. Please, guys, I'm not
Okay.
bringing anybody up again. After the old people on the box, you should go and sleep, I beg. No, no, be-
Yeah,
no,
I
no, be- no, be one day they go repair Nigeria. We'll continue tomorrow. Go ahead.
yeah. I wish there's a guy that spoke earlier, I think before this digital guy, Ibrahim. I wish he was here. I had actually a question for him. Now, he made a fantastic submission, and I want to start with what he said that I agree with. He said something about the fact that it would take someone to come in and use martial law to fix things before the country can get going. Then, in the same breath, he's saying that, or he went on to say that no, the presidency is not the problem, it is the governors that is the problem. Now, if he is agreeing that it takes someone to come in, use martial law to make the space good as his solution to Nigeria, who is the best person to do that than the president? But again, that would have been my question to him. As much as I believe that the way Nigeria functions, the pseudo democracy we have now, the buck falls on the president. Anybody that is coming here to gaslight you otherwise to tell you that, oh, the governors are it's all lie. Because if you look at basic economics, I mean, no matter how much money, much more money you allocate to governors, the monetary policy that made Nigerians poorer came down from the executive. So if you like, keep pumping money to your governors they'll just keep giving you palliatives, and palliative does not sustain any economy. Really, it doesn't. So I still stand on the fact that the number one problem of Nigeria, the way it is, not what we are practicing. We are practicing this type of no. The way Nigeria is, the buck falls on the president. And even the young guy today, the guy there today, he knows it too. That is why during Jonathan's time, he made a whole lot of noise about it. And I mean, you can still see his tweet on Twitter where he goes on saying that, oh, the buck falls on the president. Because that is the way Nigeria is structured. The president coughs, everyone catches cold. The president does something or says something, the governors fall in line. And that is where I also agree with what this previous guy said, digital, that if the president is up and doing, every other person will fall in line. That is how powerful the Nigerian president is. So that's why until tomorrow, I'll keep saying that whoever occupies that number one spot, whether the country is going to move forward, the country is going to move backward, based on how we are structured right now, solely rests on his hands. So there's nobody that will come here and try to use one kind of intelligence to gaslight me that, oh, but he gave governors money and all. No, governors cannot make any monetary policy that will affect the citizens. They can only give you handouts, and handouts cannot solve your problem. So let me just get that out of the way. Now, coming to this whole the North thing versus the South thing, it's funny when we come here to, some persons anyway, when we come here to take sides about politicians that don't give a shit about you. Like, if Tinubu that is there today is doing fantastically well, I don't think anybody will be protesting. So why do people come and overlook that fact? Or they are too scared or what? I don't know. Or they are too whatever enough not to call him out that the reason people are out on the street is because this guy is not doing well. They want to shove that aside, now start to look at, oh, pitching the North against the East or against whoever. While at the bottom, the common man is hungry. He's been affected by Tinubu that don't give a shit about him. This same Tinubu that we are talking about, or rather, these Northerners that, okay,
This same Tinubu that we are talking about, that it is time, the North should not do this one, and all. I mean, we're all here. I don't know why we forget. I don't know if we forget easily, but it's on record that the APC government during Jonathan's time sponsored a lot of nonsense up north to destabilize Nigeria if Jonathan does not, they don't have their way. I think that there are people from their party have actually come out on national TV to say these things. The whole Chibok girls, from the whole Chibok girls to all those nonsense that happened up north. These were sponsors by these people who call themselves politicians. They are not even patriotic to their country enough. They are ready to shake up things if they don't have their way. So why all of a sudden, the fact that some Northerners are beginning to raise flag and all, some people are now catching cold or whatever, whereas it's this same old thing that they did. And to think that, okay, those raising flags are not even going much to the length that these people went to. Or I don't know if maybe the 2014, 2015 has suddenly been raised out of our memory, that this country was almost ready to be burned to the ground if APC does not have their way. And Tinubu was behind all these things. So I, as a person, would not give 2 Fs over someone who I know doesn't care about me, obviously. He's only there for his pocket, and his pocket. So I would not give 2 Fs about him to try to buy time for him or whatever. All I'll just say is he should do the right thing. If he doesn't do the right thing, whatever falls on him is his business. It's not my business. What I'm interested in as a Nigerian is that Nigeria works for everyone who is Nigerian. And if that would mean removing any person that is there for their selfish reasons, so be it, because no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. So not because one person has an ambition to be whatever, and he decides to F everybody up by not doing what is right, then I will now start having headache that, oh, some people want him out, some people does not want him out, it's the North versus the South. That doesn't work. I think Nigerians, it's about time Nigerians start getting smart and to know that these are politicians. You cannot want to unalive yourself for a politician who doesn't give 2 Fs about you. It doesn't make sense. So I just think that over and all, the bulk rests on the president. The bulk rests on the president. And if he is to do right by the people, not by his first elected friends or by himself alone, if he does right by the people will not protest against him. That is a known fact. So before anyone comes and starts to say that, oh, no, ask yourself, is the president doing right by the people? If he's doing right by the people, trust me, Nigerians are very loyal people.
Imagine his son flying presidential jets to Europe to go play golf. So what are we even saying?
If the president does right by Nigerians, Nigerians are people that will fall in line and give up their all for them. But you will not on one breath tell Nigerians to, sacrifice, blah, 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 and you are buying yachts and you are spending lavish. It's funny. Now, you want to claim that, everything was bad when you came and all. Now, if you're a businessman and the times are no good, is it not common sense that you apply austerity measures? But here you are. You claim that you met an empty purse or whatever. You came and you're spending way more. And you want, oh, come on, man. You're not kids. This is 2024, man. I just rest my case.
Hello, guys. Hello, Seaman. Tony. Good evening, everyone. Please, can I speak?
Speaking me.
Good evening, everyone.
No. It's Fred that is talking. Fred is going.
No, I haven't spoken for a long time. I've been keeping quiet, Tony.
Okay, sorry. Sorry about that.
I've been here for a very long time too.
Sorry, don't be offended.
Okay, sure. Can I talk or you want to talk?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my people, I greet everyone. I'm not good in a big grammar, but I break my broken. You see this Tony platform, I always join and I always enjoy the conversation here. You see me, on my own opinion about our country. Our country is a country that we are busy, talking on the social media, making our points, but our voice can only be heard in a social media. I will always say this, and that is what I believe that is a problem of our country. You see Nigeria politicians, they know what they're doing. They are playing game with us. It's earlier we know that is when it's gonna be better for us. Those people are playing a very big game with our head. The game that colonial masters use to us, they are the master game now. They are the one that is playing the game with us now. You see, politicians, they are in, that is society. And I will keep on saying it. You see those people, they are, if you hear about occultic, they are the main occultic people in Nigeria. You see that seat, you see that place is very, very, there is something we don't understand there. We keep on blaming president, blaming governor, blaming whoever we are blaming there. They will keep on using us to do whatever they are doing. Because you can't tell me that from the time since 1960 to 1999, we still have the same group of people there. We keep on talking about president, talking about governor. That is not the solution. What we need in that country is we need those people. We need those people to get out from that place, because they are using us with tribalism. They will just divide us to keep on manipulating us. I don't know reason why we keep on talking about the same old cargoes. Who is there? Who even this president we are talking about? There are people there before they make him a president. There are a group of people that made him a president. And there are a group of people that want him to dance on their music. If he doesn't, there will be misunderstanding among them. These people are just, they take oaths. Once you are there, they take serious oaths among themselves. That is the reason why, because now talking about a subsidy of a thing or whatever, I will keep on saying it. When they saw Tinubu in, Tinubu wasn't the one that removed the subsidy. He only approved it, which everyone knows. But now it's not favoring them or whatever plan, how they wanted to crumble that country. Then they start fighting against him. Our country have a group of politicians, even to the extent of their even men that I'm calling their chief priest, which is Obasanjo. Those people know what they are doing. The only thing I'm talking about our country is we need to take what belongs to us. It's not about we keep on complaining, doing this. We know where the problem is. We need to tackle the problem from the top. That is when we're gonna defeat them. And what I mean about tackling the problem from the top is INEC chairman. You see all these protests we are doing, all these things we are doing. There is one target that we're supposed to have, which is that INEC chairman. When we bring some group of them, when we bring them down, they will run away from that parliament. All of them will run away from that seat. Because all these things we are doing, even if we talk from now till tomorrow, even if Tinubu step down today, the reason why they want him to step down, the next person that is fighting him, we go back there. And when that person get there, it's still the same problem. There is nothing anyone, none of them will do. All we need is to know how we Nigeria to let all these old cargoes get out from that place. Governors eat the money because they know that president is also eating. Local government will eat because they know that governors is eating. Even this allocation that he shifts to local government chairmen, he can't just put it that, he can't just approve it like that without embarking it with a strong authority, so that whenever allocation they receive, there must be a secretary or someone that will give accounts whatever they use that money for. Because if you just like appoint them like that, the same way the governors are showering money, those ones will like see it is their own opportunity. They will also start eating the money. If president don't ever like be harsh with them, they will all eat the money and go free. It's only in Nigeria that I see that politicians will eat money, governors, everyone will eat money and go free. They will use our money and go to other countries, bank our money, the money that they're supposed to use to develop our country. They will take it to foreign countries, buying properties. Those people will be using our millions, billions, trillions to develop their own country. While we in Nigerians are suffering, running around, running away from our country, a country that is like, at least we are up to number 5 or number 6 oil producer in the whole world, the highest population country in Africa continent, with so much resources. These people are using our head. All this we are talking here is just, we are just like pouring water on top of stone. Even this protest they are doing now, that flag of Russia is not ordinary. There is no individual, there is no protester, or maybe no one will just bring out his money that is protesting for hunger, that we go and sponsor to keep on printing a Russia flag for nothing, to not benefit anything from it. It was sponsored by someone. And what are they doing? Yes, because Tinubu is not cooperating with the agreement. Now they want to take him down. And there is someone before that said that North also haven't ruled Nigeria before. It's Fulani, but it's still the same Hausa that said that they are born to rule. Whenever power goes up from their hand, it will become a crisis. The only thing I'm just want to say is our country is operate in a very forces, a very strong forces. We youth, we only need to use our own arrogance to know what we will do. We need to use our own wisdom, our generation wisdom, new generation wisdom to tackle them. Maybe even if it's during election time or whatever, yes, we can do something that we never expect. We can just like, even if it's on a platform, because this world now is digital, everything can happen. Make a curfew, plan something for them. Even maybe during the election or whatever, then we can just protest about INEC, chairman, and provide a neutral person so that the vote will count. Because Nigeria vote doesn't count. All this thing we are doing, all this thing we are talking about, we will all keep on this way. They are only after themselves. They are only after their pocket and their family and their unborn children, great-grandchildren. And the problem is they are not even investing that money in that Nigeria. Subsidy that removed is it's hitting them. Why? Because all these people have a private oil wells. They have a private refineries. But a country, a Nigeria that has an oil as a natural resources, they don't have a refinery. Can't you see that something is wrong? A country that have an crude doesn't have a refinery. Obasanjo destroyed our refineries. For how long? And still to date, no one is talking about the refinery. Then they bring Tinubu, because for me, I will keep on saying it. Tinubu did a business in Nigeria to become a president. So they must allow him to get his profit first. Then if he can work, then we will know. Then if he doesn't work after 4 years, then if he will step down, he step down. But whatever they are doing now, they have you see this sufferness. We are just starting. Because that is our problem. That is we youth. When the next election come, if we go know something, make our head correct. Because you can't tell me that you will want to eat something without thinking tomorrow what you will eat. You only want that thing that you will eat for that night or maybe for that week. Then you don't think about tomorrow. Our problem is very strong. And the only thing I'm begging we youth, let us know what to do and let all these old cargoes. Youth is a leader of tomorrow. We'll be hearing since till now. Which youth is the leader? Instead, they will be killing the youth. Look at the governor from Northern State or whatever. They are doing protests. The only thing that he can offer people that is protesting that they are hungry, the only thing that he will empower them is to go and buy wheelbarrows for them to start pushing wheelbarrows. Person where they're hungry, they push wheelbarrow. They are just like, I don't know. And all these things are like the thing they are doing there, I don't know. And this poverty, the way it's going towards our Nigerians, I don't know if we get sense. Don't know if they will get sense. Hausa people don't. Even I did happy about this protest because nobody waiting the expect they happen. Now God help Igbos say make the no protest because now them they won't push the protest. But now Igbo don't, assuming that Igbos protest, we could have a different thing. And another thing, what is his name? Obi, Peter Obi. Someone that was your opponent about your enemy. Then after protest, when Tinubu win, then you have to go and collaborate with the person, then to make a Tinubu your enemy. Nigeria has a very big spiritual problem. And they are using this religion of a thing and tribalism of a thing, and they keep on destroying us. We can't think. We don't think. All this energy we have, we need to channel this energy to speak one voice and let all these politicians, all these parties, let them go. They are old. There is nothing they can offer.
Can you please round up? I'm
Yeah,
about
there's
to-
nothing they will offer. I'm already like I'm just that is the way I talk. I didn't go to school. I don't know about the location. I don't know about however they, but all I know is they are squandering our money. They are using our money. And the worst part of it, they are not using it in a sensible way. They are just wasting the money, which tomorrow the other countries will seize the money. Last time, one man from Canada also talked about one of politicians that is asking him to buy a house, the fourth one in Canada, because he didn't trust this Tinubu regime again. What kind of things are? What kind of life is that? Tinubu need, if he wants to help us. I was like, I think that he wants to help us, but the heat there is too much. But if he can do it on his own, let him put a very strong forces, a very strong securities. That's whatever money that he gave to every state or local government, he must put an private, what do they call it? A private someone to do account, secretary, that they must bring account of whatever they use that money that allocate for them to do, because they also receive their salaries. They pay them salary. They use their salary for their own normal thing. But any money that they allocate to do something for a state, is supposed to have a secretary that they must bring an account. They must give him a record, whatever they do with that money. Nigeria just needs what Nigeria needs is like government like China with a very strong power. If you fail, you go to jail. If you don't deliver, you go to jail. When they start it like that, you will see even all these people that
Mr. Tony, I want to talk.
apply for contract, they will be running away to go and take contract. But because shop and shop, that is what is killing Nigeria. I thank you guys. Finish, I submit my opinion. Thank you, my brothers.
All right, thank you. Oh, good morning, everyone. Is Mr. Tony there? Hello? It seems nobody in the house again.
No one is there again. What is going on?
If that's the case, let's call it a day and let's pray for our country for a better tomorrow. Very important and very necessary.
I don't know. No one is there again. Because you see, bro, you see this thing about Nigeria, we keep on saying it. Social media is not what gonna solve our problem. All this thing we are busy ranting, making noise. That is not our problem. We know the problem. The problem is from the top. We need to sort it out. You will keep on attacking wrong people and they're doing what I don't know. So many people that was here now, none, all of them, where did they go? Hello, Tony. What happened? Are you there, Tony?
Cash. Sorry, sleep don't carry me go. I beg, go ahead.
I'm not talking for a very long time. It was everyone is like no one is on the everyone is off. I don't know why. I was talking about no one. It was only two men was when Well, I finish speaking like they want to continue, but no one respond.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir, Mr. Tikash. Go ahead, Mr. Tikash.
Hey guys, so the live has ended actually. Oh, if we okay, ma share the link. Let me share the sorry about that. Let me share the link. Mm, Victory, welcome back. APC supporters are being positive will translate to good and lead to Tifunobu becoming. I'm telling you, Omo, you already know how these people reason. You already know. If I don't share my link, oh, these people they are just say APC people. They know now they are trying to say everybody should not complain. Now when this guy was there, Buhari, nobody complained. So why should anybody be complaining right now? That's what they're saying. Isn't that crazy? Yeah? That's what they are complaining about. That nobody should there shouldn't be any protest because during Buhari's time nobody protested, so nobody has a right to complain. I'm like, are these people high? Are you all right? People are hungry, people are crying of hunger, and people are having and are unaliving themselves every day in Nigeria because they're not the reporter for news. They share the information back to back, so people should not complain. They should just say accept wetin dey happen, just swallow am like that. They continue. Who does that? This tribalism na dey cause problem for our country. Wey be say nobody dey fit drag anybody. The person dey do bad thing, oh na my brother, no touch am, na my sister, no touch am. Meanwhile the country dey sink dey go. Anyway this one make I just end this live. Ify, I no see you. I don share link. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. The TikTok has ended. If I find any space again that's talking about it, I will certainly bring it back because this is an important conversation that needs to continue to go on. I don't know. The Nigeria matter. I don't understand. Kudos to the our northern brothers and sisters. They are keeping the flag flying. Those ones are not giving up any time at all. They are talking about it. They are pushing it. In fact, they have declared prayers. I shared it on the community page. That's the kind of prayer I will share happily. I will share it happily. Those type of prayers. That's the type of prayer I will share. I will share. They are doing prayers against bad governance, against what's going on in the country. That I can get behind and I'll gladly share. So you can take a minute to check if you're a Muslim brother or sister. Please help us to join in the prayers. Let's keep the prayers going. APC must spy. It must spy. It cannot continue because people are every day na people they on our life for that country. Every single day. Every single day. Today alone, they kidnap people. They invade one village for Nasarawa. The people fled. Most of the people were fleeing. Look at how they were running. Old women, children, everything. The number of orphans that they have in Nigeria is on the increase. People, I don't even know, with as we shout reach, so many people know they cross the desert. People don't cross desert. There was a video I saw earlier today where somebody, I think in the sea, where all of them enter the sea, whether the boat capsized or I don't know. That's so in the video. Hey God. Now wow. So anyway, my people, I beg. Now here I go leave am for now. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.